Calorie reduction, they've done some studies. They did them on fruit flies. Reduced calories 30%. They lived longer, they lived healthier. They did a study on fungi. Same thing. They lived longer, they lived healthier. I'm not sure how you measure the health of a fungi, but someone did. Okay, then they did it on mice. Then they did it on lab rats, primates, and people. And every single study with calorie reduction, people lived longer and they lived healthier. And that was about a 30% calorie reduction from what is considered a healthy diet. But if a 30% calorie reduction makes you healthier and live longer, maybe we should call that a normal calorie diet, and the extra 30% an excessive diet. Thing is though, yeah, it makes you live longer, but you tend to be cold. So you can live 120 years, but you're cold for 120 years. So maybe there's another way to do this. Okay, pulsatile eating. If you look at most things in human biology, they're not just steady. Hormones aren't steady. You make thyroid hormone in the morning, testosterone in the morning. Estrogen and progesterone, they change all throughout the month. We gain more weight in the winter. We don't hibernate, but we do slow our metabolism. So we are pulsatile in everything we do. So basically, the way I'm going to recommend people eat, this way you don't get cold all the time, 5 days a week of pulsed eating in a very narrow window, 6 to 8 hours. So that would be eating breakfast and lunch, or lunch and dinner, and not eating again till the next lunch or dinner or the next breakfast lunch. And you eat a kind of a normal diet at that point. Then you take 2 days, you don't eat anything at all. You drink water. And there's other ideas of fasting. A juice fast is a reduced calorie diet. It's not a fast. No one ever does a meat fast. You ever hear of that? No, no one does that because it just doesn't seem healthy. Okay, and then 10 to 14 days a year, don't eat anything at all. One consecutive period. I do this in July. When I do a 14-day fast, I get cold, but it's hot in July, even in Montana. So I do that. Now, why 10 to 14 days? When you get about 3 days into a fast, you'll start making ketones. Women do it in about 1 day, men about 3 days. See, one better thing about being a woman, you get into ketones faster. Probably a lot of better things about a woman. They think better, they're nicer. But yes, okay, anyway. So when you get to about 10 days, your cells go into autophagy, meaning your cells can die one of 3 ways. Autophagy, they're kind of recycling themselves. A few things are dying and some things are getting higher in your body. Then your cells can go through apoptosis, which is programmed cell death, or they can go through necrosis. Necrosis is not the best way to die. But autophagy, when you fast, your mineral count stays steady. When you fast, your essential fatty acids go up because the cells that are dying are giving up their nutrients for the other cells, and then we go into repair. And Thomas Seyfried, who wrote a book called Cancer as a Metabolic Disease, his opinion is that if we were all to fast 10 days straight once per year, we could cut cancer down by 99%. Okay. Now, when you diet and you go on a diet, you lose weight. You go off of the diet, you gain weight back again. So when you go on the 30% or any kind of reduction in your calories, you get a reduction in your metabolism. And that's why yo-yo dieting doesn't work. You get a plateau because your metabolism slows to match the calories you are eating. Now, when you fast, you don't eat calories, and your body is no longer insulin resistant. And insulin resistance is diabetes. Insulin resistance is metabolic syndrome. Insulin resistance is part of cancer. Insulin resistance is leptin resistance, and leptin tells you when you are full. Leptin controls everything in your body, and the only way to get rid of insulin resistance is to fast. I'll just give a little patient report, recent patient. This woman had hemochromatosis and diabetes, type 2 diabetes, which is 95% of diabetes is insulin-resistant diabetes. We kind of worked for the hemochromatosis, got that taken care of, but even with a perfect diet, her blood sugar did not come down. Why? Insulin resistant. Her blood sugars were at 352. So I put her on a 10-day fast. I get a phone call in 4 days. Says, my blood sugar's 82, is it gonna go any lower? I said, it might go down to 70. Cured diabetes in 4 days with a fast. Cost her nothing. This is how important fasting is for your life.